Hi, just a quick video on how to set up Unity for using the Oculus Rift CV1. First of all, this is Windows 10, which you'll probably be using in the lab, and I am using the newest version of Unity, which is currently 5.6, so I'd suggest you use 5.6 or newer. One of the reasons is that Unity 5.6 has native support for the Oculus Rift, and thus you do not need to import the Oculus Utilities package like you needed to in the past. So first of all, you want to go to the URL in the comments and go download the Utilities for Unity package, which is Oculus Utilities for Unity 5 right here. Although it's not required, and support works just fine without it, it will still be a help as far as player controllers go. Now, in order to import this package, all you need to do is just double click on it and it will ask you to import. And in the prefabs, we have OVR camera rig, which is a stationary camera controller or OVR player controller. If we add a 3D object such as a plane, we can add OVR player controller to the plane and get this nice capsule which represents the player character. First of all, as just a prerequisite, we want to make sure that we go to Edit, Project Settings, and Player in order to make sure that virtual reality supported is enabled. And we have a virtual reality SDK already down here for Oculus. It's going to be hard to tell if we're walking around on this unless we make it a little bigger and add a model. Let's see what models we have available. We have a cone. Great. Basically, you can add anything to a scene just by dragging it into the scene window from the hierarchy window. If we push the play button up here, our headset is upside down. We'll be able to see that we can turn the headset around to see things just from that little bit of setup. And we can use the arrow keys in order to walk around and walk up to this mesh object and get stuck in it. And now if you would like to set up just a stationary camera that does not move, you can either use the default camera in the game objects, which is under game object camera right here, and this will automatically work just like that. Or in the project window under prefabs, we have OVR camera rig, which is a rigged camera which does not move at all and acts just like the regular camera. The nice thing about this is that it has some extra settings to allow us to use it more efficiently for a VR setting. When it comes to controller setup, we go into Edit, Project Settings, and then Input. We have all these settings that are compatible with the Oculus Rift and also the Gear VR. And these are just automatically set up to work with the Oculus Touch controllers, the little miniature controller, or the little miniature joypad, and the Xbox controller automatically. Now, it's difficult to tell, but I am using the Oculus Touch controller in order to walk towards and away from this cone. So it's just automatically set up for that. Eject. Make sure that it's saved first, and then go to build and run. All this is fine. And we'll want to make sure to add open scenes. That's why it's important to save first, because otherwise it won't have a scene to add. I'm going to name this scene base. Not sure why, but okay. So in your build settings, add open scenes, build and run. There we go. That wasn't the issue. The issue was that there was a dialog box I needed to go through. So now we are able to move towards the cone using the directional pad and also with the controller, if I can find it. There we go. I can move towards and away from the cone.